Hello, in this video, I show you the only way left for regular guys, gals like you and me to solve this problem.
Buying your first car? Here's what you need to keep in mind. For many, nothing beats owning your first car. In fact, it's one of those milestones you'll remember for years to come, hopefully for all the right reasons. Buying your first car is also a huge responsibility. That's why it's important to consider what you can afford, what you need, and how you'll go about the purchasing process. In other words, you need to be ready. To help you prepare and make all the right decisions, here are some things you need to consider. Understand the ongoing costs. Buying a car is about much more than the purchase price. This might sound obvious, but it can be all too easy to get swept up in the excitement and forget about all those added costs. Aside from the purchase price, this is what you'll need to consider: gas, maintenance and repairs, registration and taxes, insurance, depreciation, especially for new cars, tolls, parking. Once you start tallying up these costs, you'll find that car ownership isn't as cheap as you might have hoped for. In fact, it's a serious financial undertaking, which is why it's best to know how much you can afford before rushing into a decision. This is where budgeting comes into play. Be realistic about your budget. For first-timers, purchasing a brand new model might be financially unrealistic. The good news? Second-hand cars are a fantastic option, not just in terms of price, but in terms of value too. This being said, you'll still need to take a hard-nosed look at your finances and figure out what you can actually afford. To begin with, track all your incoming and outgoing expenses, for example income, rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, entertainment. You should also work out how much you have saved, how much you can potentially borrow, and what you can easily pay back. The goal here is to be realistic. The last thing you want is to sink all your hard-earned money into a car you can't afford. It's often better to opt for the cheaper option, to ensure you still have money to live the lifestyle you want. Once you've got a good handle on your financial situation, as well as the ongoing costs of car ownership, you can determine a clear price point. Do your homework. If you want to the best deal possible, you'll need to put in some solid research time. But doing your homework is more than just jumping online and scrolling through models. It's also about
the only difference between the winners and the losers in life is one simple thing: the willingness to take massive action. You have that opportunity here today.